Welcome. It is your boy C. Welcome back to the Random Discourse Podcast. It's your boy C, like I said, aka Pusha C, aka Pleasure C, your moderator into Fuckboys Anonymous, your recently relapsed fuckboy ready to come back to grace. Here we are. Nisha's taking a mental health day. We just spoke about this. Mental health is important. But I still wanted to drop something for y'all this week. I didn't want to skip another week. Nisha will be back next week, and we will get back to regularly scheduled programming. This episode is not going to be a long one. It's not going to be a long one, and simply put, it's going to be a little bit serious in nature. I want to talk about Roe V. Wade, and I want to talk about the fact that I really didn't know how to feel about Roe V. Wade being overturned, and I didn't really understand what was going on and what it meant to the community and what implications, what long-term implications it had on the world, and it will have on the world. And I feel like I was being ignorant to the cause. I feel like I was being ignorant to what was going on. And there's definitely been older episodes where I've sat here and I pumped my black fist, but I feel like I wasn't really doing that when it came to this, and I should have been more in tune. I should have had my ears to the ground, and I didn't. And to be honest, I really didn't know the first thing about Roe v. Wade. I didn't know why everyone was so upset. And when I did a little bit of research, and I'm not saying I am a expert on the situation at this point, but I know what's going on. So basically, let's start from the beginning. Roe v. Wade was a old court case from years ago. Basically, Jane Roe, who is, I guess it's supposed to be Jane Doe, but they did Jane Roe instead. Won a case in which, in the Supreme Court, where basically it made abortions a constitutional right, or it upheld a constitutional right to have an abortion for women. And very much recently, after much politicking and a lot of bill writing and litigation, the Supreme Court has overturned the Roe v. Wade verdict, basically making abortion, taking away the fact that it was a constitutional right. So basically making it unconstitutional at this point. So with that being said, every single state can sit there and decide whether they want to have abortions be legal in their state or not. And the fact that we're having people sit there and decide what a bunch of men, white men at that, decide what women should do with their bodies. And I'm going to make it a race thing later, but not right now. Let's not even call them white men. A bunch of men sitting around trying to figure out what women can do with their bodies is crazy to me. It doesn't even make sense. I truly don't get it. And I have a couple of opinions, and I feel like, there are a lot of people out there who have the same opinion as me, and there are people who won't have the same opinion as me. And honestly, me and Nisha might need to have this conversation together at some point. But it's crazy to me. Why are we taking away the right for women to have an abortion? And I feel like when people do things like this, they make it feel like it feels very targeted. It feels like you don't want people to just be able to choose. There are so many children in this world today where their parent can't take care of them, and they end up in the system, or it's just a lot going on in this world, and I truly don't get it. Like, I can't wrap my mind around it. The fact that this was even a thing to talk about was crazy to me. I feel like people have a right to be upset. We're sitting here and we're telling people, women, what to do with their bodies. And that's not cool. That's not cool. Now, I do see a silver lining in it, in the fact that, you know, each state will be able to choose whether or not they want to have abortions be legal. And it's a very slight silver lining, but I do see it. I feel like that's a little bit of a... It felt like someone was decided, oh, let's just throw them a bone or something. I don't know. I don't know all of the politics behind it. I'm not gonna claim to know all of the politics behind it. This is just my stupid opinion. But the fact that you are able to still, you know, have that, like, all right, I'm in New York. New York is a largely Democratic state, so we're probably gonna keep abortions around. Texas, I believe, and I could be wrong, has already outlawed abortion. So, and Texas is a Republican state. So it's just like everything that goes on is there's something to it. So, like, let's say you live in Texas, you can come up to New York and get an abortion and go back. And I understand who wants to travel to get that done. You just want to, you know, get back to life. I understand that. I get it. But there's still a way. And this may seem like I'm like kind of giving the bad people an out. But I'm just looking at it from all the angles. And at the end of the day, this is my podcast. This is my opinion. So this is something that I can share. And if you feel away, fine. You know what I'm saying? If you disagree, fine. We can sit down and talk about it. We can have a debate about it. Like I said, I'm not very educated on the subject at hand, but it's still something that I understand. And I get where it's coming from. I get where all of the anger is coming from. I get where all of the protests are coming from. I just ask that everybody who does go out to protest that this overturn, just be safe. Be safe. When things like this happen, this is when the terrorists come out. This is when people decide to do things to hurt people. And that's not cool. Now, some theories that I've been hearing about is the fact that they are trying to, and when I say they, I mean the Republicans, or let's just call it the United States, are trying to make it so that white babies are being born. You know what I'm saying? There's a census or a statistic somewhere that says that people of color are being born at a higher clip, and pretty soon we won't be the people who, what is the word I'm looking for? Golly, what's going on with my head right now? We won't be in the minority. We are not going to be minorities anymore. We will be the majority soon if this clip goes up. If everything keeps going up at the steady rate that it was going, we will definitely be the majority at one point. So, if we have majority people of color are usually Democrats. So if there's more Democrats in the world, in the United States, than there are Republicans, what does that mean? The Republicans, they fall. They have less of a chance of having leadership in the coming years. You know what I'm saying? They're thinking very, very long term. So now think about it. The Republican states are going to be the ones that outlaw abortion, which means more Republican babies are born. And in however many years, when those Republican babies are able to be voters, they're going to vote Republican. And they'll have more of a chance to have a Republican president, or have Republicans in the House of Representatives, Republicans in Congress, and so on and so forth. So it's just something to think about. And like I said, like as a disclaimer, I'm not the most educated on the topic, but I'm just sharing my opinion. And I hope everyone, can respect that. And if anyone has an opinion, let me know. Y'all know where to find me. Most definitely. And we can have a deeper conversation about it. Feel me? Alright, so on a lighter note, we're gonna move on to something a little lighter. I spent 10 minutes on that. I'm probably gonna have more conversations about it in the next week or so. It's come to my attention that a lot of you guys a lot of you guys don't like to get tested. Like while we're on the topic of like abortions and stuff like that, because I mean, the man doesn't really play a part in the abortion process. Matter of fact, you know what? As a man, I feel like I don't have any say in the, you know what? Let me not even talk about this, because I'm about to say some shit that I don't need to say. But it's like, how do you have that conversation with your girl? Like, she got pregnant, and it's like, well, what do we do now? You gotta ask the question, like, well, what are you gonna do? I have to ask you what you're gonna do. And fine, that's your body and everything, but it took two of us to have this baby. Would you like my opinion? It might shock you. I might say I want to keep it. Would you like my opinion? But anyway, before that, let's go let's go back to where you just met this person, and not just met this person, but you're talking to somebody, and y'all feeling each other, y'all feeling a little lusty, and before y'all do anything sexual or physical, the person asks you to get tested. It's come to my attention that a lot of guys are giving some very negative feedback when it comes to that. Why is that? Men, do you feel like this is, and I'm calling you out, guys, I'm calling y'all out. Is it offensive for a woman to ask you to get tested before y'all have sex? I mean, by all means, like, I feel like that's a good thing. Like, if we both get tested, that means we having guilt-free, well, not, I mean, I don't think sex is ever fully guilt-free unless, like, I mean, sex is guilt-free when you're doing it, but after the fact, maybe not. But you're having guilt-free sex because you feel like, all right, I know this person got tested. I know I'm tested. Nobody has an STD or an STI, and we're going to have fun. The only thing we got to worry about now is pregnancy. And my pullout game strong. Not mine, but whoever else is out there. Because my pullout game weak. It's trash. Horrible. Basura. You understand? So women are telling me that guys are literally upset. They get mad. Or they say that they're gonna do it, and they just don't do it. Why is that? Why, fellas, why are y'all upset that y'all have to go get tested? Is it offensive for someone to say, hey, let's get tested? Do you feel like she's like judging you? Do you feel like she's looking at you like you're some type of whore? Well, newsflash, guys, we look like whores sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We move like whores. If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, you're a whore. You know what I'm saying? So we might have to do that just to prove, like, the fact of the matter is, the woman that you're talking to is being very safe. Because I've spoken to and talked to a number of women, and I was able to get the pussy without even having to get tested. And I'm not saying that's a problem, but a woman who does ask you to get tested is exhibiting another level of intelligence, of intellect, and I don't want to say it like this because I feel like I'll be calling all those other women dumb, and I don't want to call them dumb. If you want to have sex with somebody without getting tested first, that's fine. That's fine. It's just a level of oh man, where are my words today? It's just a level of is consequences that could come behind it. Jesus, where are my words? I need to go back to school, guys, because it looks like my words are just out of the window. What a level of, yo, that's gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me so bad. But Yeah, it just shows a level of neglect, or a level of, nah, that's not the word I'm looking for either. Anyway, I'm trying to stick on it. I feel like a guy, yo, sidebar, have y'all ever heard that guy who with the stuttering problem, and he got stuck like on a letter, and it was really bad. Like the dude had a stuttering problem. Bruh, I'm gonna get the video. I'm gonna put that video of the guy with the stuttering problem right here.
If he's not the world's worst stutterer, then 27-year-old Eric May comes close. Every new syllable could set off a stuttering spasm.
Negative part. In my experience, he's one of the most severe stutterers I have ever seen. And I've been in stuttering for 20 years. So let me ask you a few questions, okay? You said you wanted to be a professional basketball player. What teams have you played for, Eric?
Well, my first year, I played in...
Eric is now stuck on the letter M.
Eric is now stuck on the letter M. Yo, I can't. Where was I? I'm sorry, that's like the funniest. Y'all know I have a dark sense of humor. Please leave me alone. Please don't kill me for this. I'm gonna get canceled. Listen, fellas, why don't y'all want to get tested? Get tested. Come on. Y'all seen the shit that's out there? The blue waffle. Have y'all ever seen a picture of that blue waffle shit? Nah. And I don't want nothing on my dick associated with a waffle. You know what a waffle look like? I mean, it might look delicious with some syrup on it on a plate, but if you pull out your dick and it look like a waffle, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So, yo, come on, fellas. Like, that's a chat. That's something I really wanted to talk about, because that makes no sense. Yo, I feel like every topic that I talk about, I sit here and I say, yo, this would be way better with Nisha here to just be like, what the fuck? Like, so we could sit here and really have a conversation about the nonsense that is going on out here. You know what? I'm gonna cut this off because I miss Nisha, and this episode is missing Nisha, and I feel like next week we are gonna rehash all of this. I swear. I just wanted to give y'all something. And you know what? Now I will. This is this week's episode, and it's gonna be minimalist as fuck. That's it. This week's Random Radio is by an artist I recently found on TikTok. I almost said that I discovered her. I did not discover this woman. You understand? I saw her on TikTok. I saw that she was an artist. I looked at her stuff on Apple Music, and she is dope. And the thing is, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but I'm thinking her name is Jana G. And Jana G or Jana G, shit, it could be Ghee. It could be Jana Ghee or Jana Ghee. But I probably fuck your name up. I'm so sorry. If you're listening, Jana, listen, let me know, right? I listened to your newest EP or your newest piece of work, and this one song, I loved it. It's called How to Love, and that's my Random Radio for this week. And of course, I'm gonna add it to the Random Radio playlist. Please run it up. Let Jana know that you found her from me, if you did find her from me. Okay? Here's a song. Jana G, How to Love.
How am I so vulnerable to you? Is it the lack of love? 'Cause the simple things you do just keeps me hooked on you. every crack, and I know it ain't healthy. So pray for me in my 20s. Oh, darling, please, can you teach me how to love? 'Cause I don't want the thoughts of losing us break me down inside before I realize that I got eyes for you and only you. Baby, can you tell I got it bad? This is something very special. I'll give you the red light special. Can you feel it, baby? Come on and tell me. Baby, this is something very special. Oh, so special, so special. Can't lie, I'm feeling something special, baby. I know you're feeling something special, don't you? Ooh, I don't know what you're doing to me, but I could tell that it's you I need. You got me on a roller coaster, boy. It can't nobody take me down like you. I swear when I'm with you, I'm like a supermodel. Your eyes are glued to me, a genie out the bottle. Love the way you're rubbing me, and I won't tease you, baby. Come and squeeze me, baby. There's more that I wanna let loose. Oh, please, can you teach me how to love? 'Cause I don't want the thoughts of losing us break me down inside before I realize that I got eyes for you and only you. Baby, can you tell I got it bad? This is something very special. I'll give you the red light special. Can you feel it, baby? Come on and tell me. Baby, this is something very special. Oh, so special, so special. Can't lie, I'm feeling something special, baby. I know you're feeling something special, don't you? Ooh. You could turn off the lights. Light a couple candles, we could burn them all night. And ain't no need for rushing, 'cause the timing feels right. Let our bodies do the talking, watch our souls amplified. I'm really trying with you, my love ain't dying with you. And if you notice I ain't lying, I'm really riding with you. A big ego, you got a big ego. Get the whole package, I ain't never trying to let you go. So can you teach me how to love? This is something very special. I'll give you the red light special. I know you feel it, baby. Come on and tell me this is something very special. Oh, so special, so special. Can't lie, I'm feeling something special, baby. I know you're feeling something special, don't you? Oh, so special between you and me. Oh, so special, so special. Don't you agree? Yeah. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Right. That was How to Love. Very special by Jana G. Yeah. Thank y'all once again for listening to another episode of the Random Discourse Podcast. I love y'all. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have did this episode without Nisha. Maybe I should have took another break. But you know what? Next week we're going to be back. We're going to be better than ever. Shout out to Nisha for being a great co-host so far. And yo, you know what? You were sorely missed. I don't think I know how to do this by myself anymore. Wow. That puts a lot into perspective. I don't know if I can talk into a mic with just me and myself and I anymore. But anyway, you want to find me on Instagram, you can find me at Random Discourse _pod. If you want to find me on Twitter, you can find me at Random _ CEE. You can also find me on TikTok. If you want to find all of these things, plus the Random Radio playlist, click on the link tree in the bio of the Instagram. There's a link in the bio of the Instagram. It's a link tree. It's going to have the TikTok link. It's going to have the Random Radio link. It's going to have the links to the podcast, which you already have if you're listening. But listen, just support us. Once again, love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being you. And thank y'all for the support. Much appreciated.